What up YouTube, we are back here with another video. This over here, let me show you, this is the PS4 Pro. So the new PS4 I got myself. Today is 10th, I think it's the 10th. Anyway, today is the day I got my PS4 Pro, and this is my old PS4. Now my old PS4 has got the stand at the bottom if you're wondering what that thing is. This is the special edition Darth Vader console. I really love this console, but there's a part of me that says I don't need that many consoles. The thing I love about this console was just the design, the way that looked, the glossy feel. I wasn't a big fan of the gloss, but the gloss has not scratched. Surprisingly, actually, hold up. Has it scratched? No, that's part of this design. Ooh, I thought it scratched. Anyway, that's what it looks like. PS4. I like the thing where they actually highlighted where the buttons are, and these are physical clicky buttons, not the first generation console. We had the non-clicky buttons. Now, the new console over here is the PS4 Pro. Now, this has actual, I think, buttons. Yep. So you have an actual button here for eject and a power button just there as well. So it's a lot different from the way the normal traditional PS4 is. Now, the thing I really hate is when you have a new PS4, you get yourself a new console, your data is over there. This is my main PS4. I have some saved game data. It's not my first gen. My first gen PS4 is the one that you might have seen checked out in the previous video, where I put that cool sort of PS4 motherboard skin on it, which looked pretty awesome. I doped it up and it looks pretty nice. I love my PS4. My first generation PS4, and sentimental reasons I don't want to get rid of it. It's my first PS4, like my first PSP, PS Vita, my first PS1. Never ever got rid of them, and it's just something that it's always something to me. I have to keep the original. You know, sure you can get rid of the upgrades and the extras, but you have to keep the original. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead, and the thing is, I need to change my hard drive. Now, this is how the hard drive comes out of the original PS4. Should I say this is the this model is actually a CUH 1216B. Okay, so this model is okay, and the top, let me just focus in there. Okay, so the top is pretty simple, and as soon as I got this console, I was like, the first thing I want to do is go balls to the wall. I didn't know they were going to release a PS4 Pro. If I knew that, I would have probably held off and probably just like try to survive shuffling around data on my other PS4. But yes, I went out and I got myself one of these things. This is a 960 gig. You'll focus there. Okay, so as you can see, 960 gig, 6G, and this is a SanDisk Ultra 2. This is an SSD, so I really hate loading times, and it frustrates me any game when you have a huge ass loading time, and it's always, you want to just get the best experience you can, and wait time is money. Get yourself a SSD and you've saved all that time. It did cost me a bomb, I have to admit. It cost me an arm and a leg, but still, you know, sacrifice have to be made, and I wasn't going to go crazy. You know, at that time I think 1 TB was the highest you can get. Now you can get up to 4 terabytes. I've seen the 2 terabytes Samsung, £600 for a 2 terabyte SSD. You don't really need that. I mean, this is going to set you back about £200. But anyway, one thing I noticed on the back of your console, as soon as I got it, was this little tab. So I'm not sure how you actually change the hard drive in this. I'm going to remove this little piece of plastic because there's plastic on the console. I love the way that this looks. It's all matte, not glossy, just the logo sign is glossy, which is pretty good. And this little flaps here, I'm not sure how you actually take it out. There is a screw I can see just there. Just there's the screw. So I'm going to go ahead and try and see if we can change this hard drive and see exactly what sort of drive you get. I think it might even be a hybrid. So I've taken off this little plastic, and I'm not sure how you're going to get to the screw end. Okay, so I've removed the plastic, and there's this thing just clipped off. So I'm just going to show you exactly what I just did there. I've moved a little piece of plastic that covered that bit. Put your finger right there, and I just pulled just from here. I can do this thing again. That was beautiful. I just removed it just a minute ago. I just removed it. I just removed you. Why'd you put that? Would you put it back for Ace? Okay, so there. So you know, put your finger just underneath here, pull up, and this little panel, just the piece comes just straight off. So it's pretty cool. So I was a bit tentative there, but got it removed, and we're gonna go ahead and unscrew this drive, which is nice and easy. It doesn't require you to take off the whole entire cover. The drive is just situated just back there. I'm going to keep that screw right there on this magnetic end there. I don't want to lose that screw, and then pull out the drive. So this is the 1 TB you have in your PS4. Go ahead and unscrew this as so. And just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna lay these out as so. So the screws, I think they're all going to be just the same, but in some cases they may use a different size of screw. I'm not sure why they would, but just to be on the safe side, let's just put this in this order so we know which screw is which. They are pretty tight, they're not that loose, so I assume that's just to make sure that obviously it's a spindle hard drive, so it'll be spinning pretty fast. I assume this might be an SSHD. I'm not sure what they'll be using here. I'm gonna drop this out, and it is just a HGST. It's a 1 TB 54 RPM, 5400 RPM. Now the thickness of the drive, it's the caddy's a bit slimmer. What I could do, okay YouTube, we are back. Had to pop away for a while, battery was running a bit low, and I had to also dig up one of these things. Now this is a 2 terabyte normal hard drive. So this, back to my video, this was the where my SSD at. This is one of the SSD that I took out of the old PS4 to use in this new PS4 Pro, and this is this. So it is a bit later on as well, so we'll see if it does indeed fit. The problem is that this is actually, I bought this in an error because this is a much thicker drive than this one, and as you can see the difference there as well in thickness. I'm not sure if you can mount something this thick to this console, and well, I don't think you can. It doesn't line up with the screws, so I'm shit out of luck in that instance. So I was thinking plan B, worst comes to worst, if the SSD needs to be formatted in this console, I'm not going to use the SSD, I'm going to put it back into my console, and I will be using this 2 terabyte that I got. This is a thicker drive, so the spindle is going to be a lot better on this drive rather than the slim drives. Slim drives tend to fail more often. The bigger the drive, the more reliable it's going to be with these sort of drives anyway. But that does not work. I'm gonna have to get myself a Samsung 2 terabyte if I want to get 2 terabyte in this, because I am going to be using this as my main console, and that means I have to have 3 functional PS4s. That means I don't want to have 3 PS4s. I want to have like 2 at the most. I mean, shit, if they release a PS4, if they Sony, get your act together, let me migrate my old game save data to my new console, then to my new console. I don't want to be fucking doing this. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna unscrew the SSD. This is the old screw here. I'm gonna put that back here and unscrew this thing here. Okay, unscrew as so, and I'm gonna unscrew this side here as well. And the SSDs, they are going to be a lot better, a lot more safer as well. If you are transporting your console, someone sort of, these people are assume in this instance who takes their console around to their friend's house, goes here and there, having a SSD is a lot better than having a hard drive. It's a lot more safer, more reliable as well, because the last thing you want to do is have corrupted data. So we're going to grab these screws here, and I'm not even sure what order this was now. I think it was like this order here. So they all look the same anyway, so it's fine. The whole point was like not just grab the order, but it's fine. And I'm gonna line it up here. Now the SSD is a lot thinner than your traditional hard drive, so hopefully it lines up okay. And exactly this is what happens. See, you end up screwing it in when it's not even plugged in the right way. Okay, let's just line it up again. And god damn, stay put, come on, screw in the right place. Alright, let's get one screw in there. I'm not going to go all the way tight, and I'm going to keep it a bit loose. Last thing you're going to do is end up threading your screws. So the worst thing you can do is thread your screws, especially in a new console that you just bought. Damn it, Ace, don't fuck up. As soon as it just stops, I'm not going to force it any further than that. So that's nice and tight, and let's do the other side as well now. Okay, so got this screw right there. Alright, go in there, grab another screw here, and final screw right there, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this baby together. So that's that done. Pop straight in there, so, and then the screw, it's right there. Alright, cool. And little cap here, pop straight back on as so. Sweet. So that's nice and fixed. So just for reference, so I don't fuck up, I'm going to put this drive just aside. Worst comes to worst, nothing works, I have to use the original drive that came with my console. And fingers crossed here, fingers crossed this works. Okay guys, we are back. This is, I think, the third part of this video. So I've got the PS4 Pro hooked up, and unfortunately it has not worked. It asked me to download the installation file, and that's going to delete everything on this SSD, unfortunately. So the plans have failed. The plans have failed. That means I have to have 3 consoles. Fuck you, Sony. 3 PS4 consoles. I don't want to have 3 costs I have to use for my game experience. But yeah, I had a little incident where I actually thought that the PS4 fucked up, and it was actually this. I did not plug in my box into here. If you're wondering what the mess is on the table, a bit of money, some watch, the back part of the iPhone 6, the logic board for another PS4 that I was working on, some cable cutters, a mouse, and some other random shit. Anyway, sorry about the mess there, but yes, this, I have to fix this up now, and I put the old original drive in because this sucks so bad, so bad. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that video. So this proves that you cannot take out your old hard drive out of your PS4 and simply whack it into your PS4 Pro. I'm hoping that you can transfer all the progress, everything onto your drive, onto your new shiny PS4 Pro. Unfortunately, it's a different file system, it means, and you have to do a file update, reinstallation or whatever. Hope you enjoyed this video, hope this was educational, and good luck with your gaming success. This has been Ace, peace out.